Hello, friends. I'm Megan Baxter, social media strategist, digital marketing specialist, and we are here today. We are going to be talking about a common mistake that you need to stop making inside your business page content. Truly, I don't feel that this matters as to which platform it applies to. It applies to all of them, in my opinion, expertise, as well as experience. But the mistake that you need to stop making is confusing your engagement content with your sales content, and even worse, mixing and fusing them together. Engagement content is extremely important. It can do a lot of things for your business, like build connections, help you get to know your audience, and build even some trust between you. It can sift out potential leads for you. It can do a lot. Sales content is extremely important to your business because, well, let's face it, that's how you're going to make the almighty dollar. So that's really important content. It will move your product, it'll get your traffic flowing so that you can be making conversions. But these two pieces of content, these two types of content, they are not kissing cousins. They are not good friends. They do not at all, under any circumstance, belong together. If you want to see the maximum possible results that you can for the content that you're creating for your business. So let's really quick talk about engagement content, right? That's when we're asking a question, we're getting people to raise their hand, we're telling a story and seeing if they relate to, we're finding out their favorite things, this and that, all these types of content that you see regularly, you're probably creating regularly, definitely see them in your feeds. Those are engagement. You want to get people talking. The point of the purpose of the content is to get a response out of your people, specifically a conversational response in your comments, because you need comments and engagement on your content in order to really climb the ranks as far as how high in the newsfeed you can get. And your sales content, this is when you're featuring a product, you're showcasing a particular product and the benefit that it has. Your call to action is something like grab yours now, hop into my site, link in my bio, DM me for the link, whatever your CTA call to action is. It is driven to directing them to go and buy. And now people very commonly get confused about the CTA in an engagement piece of content, right? Because we still have a call to action in engagement content. We're asking them to respond. Let me know your opinion. Let me know down below. Does this sound like you? Tell me below. Give me your favorite in the comments, right? So we're still telling them that we want something out of them response wise. And over here, we're telling them we want them we want them to do next. But that is to go and shop, to purchase, to actually pull the trigger and come into your ecosphere, essentially, right? So, what happens when we muddy these up together? Well, people look at engagement content as you actually care about them. You want to know their opinion. That's awesome. No one really usually cares about my opinion. I like this lady, right? They want to share their opinion because who doesn't love to freely give their opinions? Most people do it without us asking. It's human nature. We enjoy to talk about the things that we like, and we really enjoy, unfortunately, as people, to talk about the things that we don't like. Somebody doesn't like something, they're likely to tell you in their comment section. That's very common. But if we are nurturing and facilitating a connection, say we told this beautiful story about our journey and why we're doing what we're doing now, and we ask them, is this relatable to you? Or have you ever been through something like this? And they are all about what we are, and it's resonating and it's hitting a tone. Imagine if we followed that up with, so you should buy this thing. Well, all those warm and fuzzy feelings that we manifested in them through the long, beautiful story formula post that we crafted are now right out the window because, oh, I sat through all that. All she wants to do is sell me something. Oh, she doesn't care about if I think this way. She doesn't care which one's my favorite as long as I buy one. It leaves a bad taste. You always want to be thinking when you're creating content, especially for your business, but I believe truly across the board, how is this going to be received? It's very wise to step back from something you're creating and say to yourself, if I were reading this in someone else's page, what would my natural reaction be? because human reaction is not that uncommon. As much as we're unique and we're individuals and we have our own personalities and beautiful attributes and flair to us, our hard wiring is not that different. We are the same species. We are similar creatures, and there's only a couple handfuls of personality types that actually exist. So it's very likely that how you would respond to that same piece of content, if you can take an unbiased look at it, is very similar to how at least a good portion of your audience would be responding. So now let's flip back to that sales content, right? Sales content, no one gets mad at a business for being a business as long as you're upfront that you're a business and you're not trying to bamboozle anybody into anything. If you're a business and you're clearly stated that you're a business and you're using a proper business page, as you should be, no matter what platform you're on, and you're selling your product in your appropriate place, your business page, no one's mad at you for that. Nobody looks at a business page selling a product and says, wow, what a jerk trying to sell me this thing. Just like you won't walk into Target and be angry that there are cash registers there. It would be ridiculous to get worked up that the store has devices included in it to be able to get you to purchase things from the store, right? Your social media presence for your business is essentially your storefront. It's just in a digital box instead of a brick and mortar building that you can physically walk into. People have a lot more respect for transparency in sales. They know you're a business if you're operating the way that you should and the way that the platforms prefer. They respect that you're a hardworking lady because they see you out here working every single day, or fella. I shouldn't just say lady. That's not fair. I just work with a lot of women, right? They're not going to be mad when you make your product post and you tell them, grab yours today inside my site, and you share your link if you're on a platform that allows you to do that, because you're being upfront. You're not being wacky. You're not hiding it behind this big, long soap opera erratic story that you tugged on their heartstrings and made them feel like they were ripping open a wound with you. And then at the bottom, you say, give me your money. Leave the emotional to the emotional, leave the connection building to the connection building, and leave the sales to the sales. When you separate them, you will see better results in your business. You will see better connections being formed because people are going to respect you for being a business that has to function like a business. But that business, you're not all business. Sometimes you come in here and you give us your personal side too. And that's the thing we gravitate to, right? So if you've been making this mistake, it's okay, because I never fault anyone for what you don't know. What we don't know, we don't know. But once you do know, you need to do better. So now that you know, I hope you get out there. I hope you do better. If you found this helpful, let me know down below. Make sure that you like, make sure that you subscribe so that you always find out when I have a new training video up for you. I'll see you in the next one, guys.